Hello everyone and welcome to Light Language with Louise for February 2021. So if you watched my January video, you'll know that this year I'm doing monthly videos with the theme Foundations of Frequency, and that will bring in a different theme each month to support you to really stay in your highest expression, your highest service, your highest sovereignty, and really creating a life that lights you up and serves others in the highest way through your authentic expression. So when I tuned in yesterday for the theme for this month, what came through was around trust, around trusting your inner authority, trusting your intuition. Now, for many of us, this is something that we've been trained out of. In our childhood, we have learned to second guess ourselves, because often when we wanted to follow our intuition, when we felt a deep knowing for something that we wanted to do or say or express, often that was negated by those who were the authority figures in our lives. And so over time, we've learned that we don't necessarily have authority, that we can't act on our own authority. And after a while, we start to internalize the voices of those external authority figures, parents and teachers. And that creates a lot of confusion in the mind, right? So we often are negating the voice of our heart, the intuitions of our gut, the hunches, the knowing of our body, and we're often sacrificing what we know is right for what we're listening to in our mind, the voices that we're listening to, the influences that are around us from others. So at this time in the world, you know, there are so many diverse perspectives, so much information, so many inputs, that it's really, there is no absolute truth. There is no absolute right or wrong, really. So we really need to come back and trust in our inner compass. And so for many of us, it takes a little while to reconnect with that, to reconnect with that deep inner knowing and that authority that you have to really make the best choices for you in your life. So this is so important this year, particularly, I feel, right? We are in a shifting world. The world is in transition. Many people are awakening to a sense of their own sovereignty and authority for the first time, right? Now, if you're watching this video, probably you already have a sense of that, but it's also easy for us to lose connection with that in our day-to-day, and particularly also when we come up against others who have powerful agendas, right? Who really want to express their authority. More than ever, we really need to be in touch with our own inner authority so that we can really trust that we're making the right choices for us, right? So, as always, I want to invite a light language transmission to support us with this. So these frequencies, which are channeled through my voice and my hands, are coming from all different realms, but always these higher light frequencies, light codes that are coming in, received by your higher self to activate your DNA, to activate that remembrance of who you truly are as a sovereign creator being on the earth, right? So nothing's going to happen to you without your permission, right? It's your higher self that has that authority, that ultimate authority to unpack and use whatever comes through in the frequencies today for your highest good, right? Release what no longer serves you and really activate you into that next level of your empowerment and your expression so that you can really serve in the highest way for you and for others in the world. So we'll just take a moment to connect. So I invite you just to close your eyes, perhaps place your hands on your heart, or just let them relax at your sides. Feel the earth beneath your feet, beautiful Gaia. This beautiful realm, physical realm in which we're experiencing our ascension, our awakening, our expansion, more of ourselves. So really feeling that connection, intending to open your heart and connect to the heart of the earth. And then taking another breath, and this time letting your energy expand up and around you, connecting with your own higher self and with all of these beautiful frequencies that want to come in and support us. There's so much support and high vibration available for us, so much light pouring into this planet. So open yourself up to receive that today. And then we just ask, we set our intention that we receive in the highest for us today the frequencies that will support us to truly stay anchored in our own inner authority and knowing, to trust in our intuition, and to make the choices that really are in the highest for us and all beings and all of creation. And giving thanks in advance for all we receive and asking it be received by the world. Nguare sante le shawa kamuki osoteriki. Ranakola lamarosati morokoshi tiri. Garataro esana elashora samau akiporetene kiala la sone mashiri. Yekioroso aramasoti shanamokaro kotsemare ila katano koti ich erkot in. Rasano kubarakashalo koti marasati ili kichor konasap ian. Reator imasaki atorici. Raala kona mari masaro koti ila kat e. Raasona machikrak sot e en merikir. Raat on masaki chorkot en. Reasano machirku sapa akwati it borkot ane. Raala kishar or imasapoki e. Rianato. Chiara satina shirkut errata, errata, errata. Taking a deep breath and exhaling. So what was being sort of shown to me there was really for us to reclaim all of our being as an information processor, I guess you could say. So that you are, when you receive information from the world, that you are receiving it with your whole being, right? So that every aspect of yourself has a chance, an opportunity to respond, and you get a holistic response to what's going on. You are creating a holistic yes or a holistic no to the choices that you need to make in the world, to what you're receiving, to what you're aligning to, right? So they're saying how we have become so, primarily focused in the mind, right? And not in the rest of our body. So we're disconnected from our body wisdom, but also not just the body wisdom, our entire etheric field, right? In which this multidimensional field in which you're actually accessing through all these different gateways, many parts of yourself in other dimensions and realms who can really support you with your deepest knowing and intuition and authority in this life, right? So it's a much different thing, and I can feel the difference in this, right? To really stand in your multidimensional power and authority versus just feeling like your little human self who, has been programmed by other humans to behave and react in a certain way, and perhaps to, that it's not safe for you to have authority and power. It's not safe for you to make decisions, right? And so if you're in that place, you can often get lost in confusion, right? And what does that do? That actually is stopping us from really sharing the light we came to share, from being who we came to be. So that's a very simple process, and they're just adding this on, just saying, when you feel yourself that you've experienced a loss of power, a loss of authority, when you feel disconnected from your intuition, just to take a breath and expand your energy, expand your beingness into like all of the dimensions. Really feel yourself as a multi-dimensional creator being, and then come back and feel back into what's in front of you, what's presenting, and really then notice what shifts for you. So enjoy playing with that this month. I invite you to come back, listen to the activation again during the month, right? Maybe once a week or whenever you need it, right? To really support you to stay in this frequency of really deeply trusting in your inner knowing, your authority, your intuition, right? So as you build the muscle of that, as you get more and more practice with that, it's going to be easier for you to be decisive in your life, because you're going to know what's a yes, what's a no. You're going to know what's aligned to you, but first you've got to rebuild that trust in yourself, right? That trust in your own inner knowing that has been negated, in the past, and, in your childhood and in other lifetimes where it wasn't safe for you to really assert that inner authority and that inner power. So I am, as always, available to support you on your journey towards your highest expression, your highest authority, knowing who you are, sharing that in the world in ways that light you up and support others. So I am opening up 2 more private spots for private sessions this month. So if that's of interest to you, I'll pop the consult link below, book a call with me, let's have a chat. I'm really up for supporting you in 2021 to be your higher self and really embody that in this life. So I also have 1 spot left in my next Sophia Circle Journey Immersive starting this week on Wednesday. That was going to be a 6-month journey now. We not only go through all of the very powerful teachings and initiations of the Sophia Code text by Kaya Ra, but I'm also building into that some beautiful group clearing and empowerment calls so you get that extra support to really embody your sovereignty, your mastery, your divinity in your life and really see that show up as tangible change, tangible results in your world. So if any of that's of interest, get in touch. Please like and subscribe, share this video with anyone you think who might enjoy it and benefit from it. And a reminder too that I offer a free weekly live meditation in the Voices of Light Facebook group. So if you haven't joined that yet, feel free to pop on there and put in a member request. I wish you a beautiful February and look forward to seeing you in March or perhaps in the Voices of Light Facebook group or maybe one-to-one. Let's have a chat. Lots of love. Namaste.